that Bieber was exposed to private, controlled environments linked to Epstein and Ellen's other...
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage...
I figured most journalists would disclose their sources.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I'm not.
Connections between Ellen DeGeneres, Justin Bieber, and other high-profile figures
is now seeing the light of day. Perhaps.
The Department of Justice just released another batch of Epstein documents, and this time they are revealing something very disturbing. These latest files suggest something. Why hasn't Justin Bieber spoken? What does he remember? And what is he afraid to say? Even darker, their associates like Diddy, raising questions about what occurred in these spaces and who protected those involved. Now, with all of this going on, people are wondering, we dug through the new documents, and what we found will lead. Now, if that wasn't shocking enough, 50 Cent is allegedly speaking out, saying he knows what Ellen did, and he's been hinting at it for years. You stunned.
Don't trust nobody. In Hollywood, specifically, when you get there, a lot of people don't know how to say no.
Related to Jeffrey Epstein's criminal activities. This recent release included new pages of documents shedding light on the extensive network and operations surrounding Epstein and his associates. The DOJ complied with the act by producing approximately 3.5 million pages of material.
That's the difference between New York City and California. New Yorkers to tell you no, and in California, they don't know how to tell you no.
Recently, the Department of Justice leading to predatory or manipulative behavior. But here's the double standard he pointed out. When such behavior comes from women, it is often dismissed or justified as a choice, whereas similar actions by men are condemned. 50 Cent shared that he has witnessed these dynamics firsthand happening to Justin Bieber. 50 Cent exposed something that was hiding in plain sight. Ellen DeGeneres had multiple interactions with Diddy, who appeared on her show. Sis released even larger troves of information. These documents include videos and photos from Epstein's properties, where recording cameras were reportedly installed. Victims, many of whom were girls and young women, can be just as predatory and harmful as infamous men like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Allegedly, 50 Cent highlighted that many women in the entertainment industry, those who hold influential roles, such as showrunners or executives, can engage in exploitative behaviors, similar to those of Weinstein and Epstein. 50 Cent revealed that while stories about male predators are widely publicized, similar actions by women rarely come to light because society tends to view women as less likely to be predatory. Now, here is where this story takes a dark turn. According to industry insiders, 50 was allegedly talking about one woman specifically, have been victimized by Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell in a ring that operated in secrecy for years. But now someone unexpected is allegedly ready to speak up about something not a lot of people knew. In a candid statement, 50 Cent expressed a controversial viewpoint about the entertainment industry. 50 said that women in positions of power, Ellen DeGeneres. 50 explained that when people like Ellen achieved success and started earning more than their male partners, the dynamics in their relationships and workplaces can shift. Sometimes, several times, as a familiar and comfortable guest.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe.
At a very young age, around 13 years old. Coming from Canada, he quickly rose to fame. Initially, his relationship with Usher appeared to be a mentorship. Usher introduced Bieber to influential people like Ellen, opening doors for him, but one of those doors led Bieber from Ellen to Diddy.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Now, amidst all of these things, 50 Cent has exposed some footage.
I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Ellen and Diddy's public camaraderie included jokes, praise, and support, which did not raise suspicion at the time. But now, given the context of the DOJ files invites serious scrutiny, and we all know Diddy's very questionable relationship with Justin Bieber. It all started on Ellen's show. Diddy is known to be connected to private gatherings and controlled environments, where guest lists are confidential, phones are confiscated, and what happens inside remains undisclosed. These are the types of spaces where Epstein's influence and operations are believed to have extended. Now, Justin Bieber entered the music industry that has resurfaced, showing Diddy discussing private time with Bieber and experiences that were not meant for public disclosure.
Yeah. Being a victim of the diddler, what happens? Because he has so much dirt on you?
Coincidence or strategic move? The timing is hard to ignore. Ellen needs to get caught and put her in prison too, ASAP. We the public know why she left, and don't forget that she also got rid of the dancer that she had in her show. I'm sorry also for Bieber. God bless him too. All authorities need to pick this awful supervillain evil woman, Ellen ASAP. She needs to do many years in prison just like the evil one prison. Ellen will answer to a higher judgment, poor Justin. I was an actress and a singer. Thank God the bull that was beginning to be pulled on me woke me up. So scary to want that career that much, and then you find that this is the price to be paid. Thank God I was saved in the nick of time. No career is worth losing your soul.
I just wanted to be a good example. And
if you go out into the public, you may have videos, he may have embarrassing things, he might even have incriminating footage of you doing things that you were forced to under the influence to do.
Justin has emotionally
His son a Bentley, maybe, you know, he could buy you one also while you're out.
Got me a Lamborghini.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
At the time, these comments were dismissed as industry talk, just two celebrities talking. But now they prompt serious questions about what transpired during those moments. And over the years, Justin Bieber has exhibited behavior and spoken in ways that suggest deeper personal struggles.
Justin Bieber, he dropped the song. It went over our heads. It's actually about P. Diddy this whole time. He even came out and said stuff about how when he was younger, he was being taken advantage of, which is true. The problem was
protecting younger artists like Billie Eilish, which some interpret as a reflection of his own experiences and a desire to shield others from similar harm. A victim protecting potential victims because he knows what's out there. Bieber has also distanced himself from people who helped build his career, citing feelings of betrayal. That seems to go beyond typical business disputes, not just we had a falling out. Betrayal, a word that carries thrust into a world he did not understand, surrounded by adults who should have protected him, and the accountability of those who facilitated or ignored harmful behavior. Where were the adults? Where were the parents? Where were the lawyers? Where were the friends who saw something and said nothing? Silence is complicity, and there was so much silence. The DOJ's release of Epstein-related documents has opened a Pandora's box of questions about the intersections of fame, power, and exploitation. How did Epstein operate for decades without consequence? Who protected him? Who looked the other way? Who profited from his crimes? Who is still out there? The involvement of figures like Ellen DeGeneres, Justin Bieber, and Diddy in these narratives complicates the public understanding of these events. Some are victims, some may be perpetrators, some may be both. Justin Bieber may have been a victim. That does not mean he cannot also have done harm. Ellen may have been a perpetrator. That does not mean she cannot also have been a victim at some point. The truth is rarely simple, but it is always worth seeking. Given the connections between Bieber, Diddy, and Ellen DeGeneres and their proximity to Epstein's network, questions arise about who allowed these environments to exist and who ensured silence. Not just who participated, who knew, and who looked away. Which brings us to Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen's quiet departure from the public eye coincided with We have been conditioned to see men as the sole perpetrators, and women are only victims. But power corrupts regardless of gender, and opportunity enables regardless of identity. The truth is more complicated, and 50 Cent is forcing us to look at it. The connections drawn between Ellen DeGeneres and the Epstein scandal invite further examination of how power dynamics and societal perceptions influence which stories are told and which remain hidden. Why did we ignore the signs with Ellen? Why did we celebrate her as kind while allegations swirled? Because we wanted to believe the image, because the truth was too uncomfortable. As the Epstein files continue to be analyzed and more information with increased scrutiny of the Epstein files, leading to speculation about whether this was a coincidence or a strategic move. Let's look at the timeline. Ellen DeGeneres announced her retirement from talk shows. Shortly before the Epstein files were released and Donald Trump was under scrutiny, then came November 2024. Ellen and her wife, Portia de Rossi, decided to sell their California home and move to England, citing Trump's election as a significant factor in their decision. They relocated to the Cotswolds, a region in the UK known for its ties to the entertainment industry. This move coincided with the release of Epstein-related documents and increased public attention on the scandal.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me, and, just...
Will more victims come forward? Will more documents be unsealed? Will anyone be held accountable? Or will the powerful once again escape justice? What remains clear is that the story is far from over, and the implications of these connections will continue to unfold in the public eye. We will be watching. We will be asking questions. We will not look away. So we'll leave you with this. What did Ellen know about Diddy and Bieber? What happened to Justin Bieber that he cannot speak about? What does 50 Cent know that he hasn't said yet? Who else in Hollywood is connected to Epstein's network? How many victims are still silent because they are afraid? The Epstein files opened a door. We're only beginning to see what's behind it, and what we have seen so far is disturbing.
Turn their back on you in a second. I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
50 Cent's revelations challenge the conventional narrative about abuse and power in the entertainment industry by highlighting that women can also be predators, something society often refuses to acknowledge. And emerges, it is crucial to maintain a balanced perspective that holds all individuals accountable, regardless of gender, regardless of fame, regardless of political affiliation, and to recognize the complex realities of abuse and exploitation. In powerful circles, the revelations have sparked intense public interest and debate. Social media is on fire. Comment sections are overflowing. People are choosing sides. But here's what we need to remember. While no single piece of evidence conclusively proves wrongdoing by any individual, the consistent patterns and connections demand further investigation. Not proof, but enough to ask questions, enough to demand answers. Where there's smoke, there is often fire, and there is a lot of smoke around Ellen DeGeneres, around Diddy, around Epstein's entire network. The overarching concern is the protection of vulnerable individuals. Placed in powerful circles too early, Justin Bieber was 13 years old, a child, from a small town in Canada. And the victims, the real victims, the young girls on Epstein's island, the young boys in Diddy's orbit, deserve nothing less than the truth. As more information potentially surfaces, the focus remains on uncovering the truth, ensuring justice for victims, and preventing such abuses from recurring.